What is going on, guys? It is Pex. Today we are back at the live again. Not been easy, but of course we cannot neglect the live for today. Regardless of the circumstance, we are bigger than it. Let's get today started. Let's get today running. Let's see if we can get some bread. And if we can't, let's see if we can learn something today. Without further ado, I am Pex, and of course, a funded trader, and I'm here to teach you exactly how you can pass phase one. So if you're ready for that, drop some files on the chat box and share this live stream. Let's get it running. Share this live stream. Let's get it running. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get today started. Let's get today started. Tap in now live. Holding this live stream is not easy, but it is something that I'll keep doing. I'll keep doing it because this is my life. Let's keep going. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Drop the files in the chat box, guys. The day you stop is the day you start dying. The day you stop learning is the day you start dying. Let's make today count in our bank account, in our knowledge of wisdom. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Share the live, guys. Share the live. Share the live. Share the live. What is going on, guys? We are right now live on YouTube, and you know what that means. Right here, we're about to cook. And today, we're going to be talking about the plans on how to pass phase one. This is planning phase one into getting it done and then moving into phase two. If you do not want to miss out on that, click here right now and join the live stream. Everybody's already fired up. Let's get it going. Don't miss it. I see the fires. I see the fires. I see the fires. Let's get it lit. Let's get it lit. I see the fires. Today has been a hectic day, but nevertheless, we're still going to do what we need to do. All right, we're still going to do what we need to do. Now, we have noticed that there is NFP. Yes, there was NFP last week, so which means today became CPI, and CPI did what it had to do. All right, CPI did what it had to do. This by 1:30, and something I've noticed is whatever CPI did, whatever NFP do, that is what CPI will do. Do you understand? Whatever NFP did, that's what CPI will do. And because of that reason, there's a huge chance that CPI had to buy. All right. There's a huge chance that CPI bought. I was not active on the chart, but of course we can see the market is already reacting to it. So let me share my screen right away. Let me share my screen right away. Let me share my screen immediately. Share it to the charts. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, guys, right now you can see my screen, and this is gold. Now, MJ, I see you. How are you doing today? Evidence FX, I see you. How are you doing today as well? Now, right here, you can see on my screen that this guy called gold, we have to just observe the current market structure to determine what we are going to potentially do today. Now, right here, we can see overall the market is going to the upside, but let us see what the current movement is. I'll be interested in buying XAUSD after we break out of this zone. If we break out of this zone, I'll be interested in buying XAUSD. If we break out of that zone, I would be interested in buying XAUUSD. That's where my interest is going to lie on. I'll be interested in buying XAUSD. But as of right now, I don't think selling XAUSD is a good idea for me. I wouldn't do that as well. I wouldn't do that as well. I'm solid. I'm solid. I'm solid. I'm feeling blessed. Let's go. So I wouldn't do that as well. But let me show you guys there's an opportunity I have on this guy called GBP USD. There's an opportunity I have on GBP USD and Euro USD. Now, let me show you something. We can all see that GBP USD, where it was selling all the way, but now you can see the structure that the current bias is heading bullish. Now, because of that reason, there is something I want to highlight. Remember, the topic still stands: how to plan phase one, right? Now, how we're planning phase one, I'm going to dive deep into it: psychological, technical, and of course, by your percentage and all those stuff. I'll break it down. Don't worry yourself. So, but right here, let's just do exactly some breakdowns to see if there's going to be a potential trade before we execute. Now, look at this. This market right here, we're looking at a downwards lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, equal highs, break out of the high, pull back, break out of the high, pull back. So now we're potentially looking forward to more buys. So we're looking forward to more buys on Euro USD. But before I will execute a buy on Euro USD, something has to happen. And that is the market needs to fulfill my three criteria before entry. And that is number one, it has fulfilled the bullish, which is the change in bullish move. Now, the second one is I need it to come into my POI, which I'm going to be highlighting this as my POI. Then when the market comes into that POI, I should be targeting for a buy to the upside. Setting my stop loss below this low. That's 10 pips. That's 10.6 pips. And then my take profit on this high right here. That's enough. So if I set the take profit around this region here, that's good enough for a take profit of about 1 to 2.5 RR. If I get the market to tap into this region right here, I'll be buying Euro USD to the upside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my alert and then set it there for buy. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Exactly, exactly. So right now you have to just stay patient. Like I said on gold, I am not going to be doing anything right now on gold until that high is being taken out. Once that high is being taken out, then I start to see buy formation. I'm going to be buying XAUSD. But for now, I'm not going to be selling because CPI is more like a buy and then NFP did buy as well. So regardless of the spike it caused, you have to just understand that the overall trend of CPI of gold was or is bullish. So you have to just get that in your head before you make any financial decision. Hello, Glitter Wardrobe. How are you doing today? I see you guys are fired up. How are you doing today? Now, for this Euro USD, I'm patiently going to be waiting because at the end of the day, the market, if it wanted to continue as a downtrend, that thereby moving forward, it wouldn't create this inverse head and shoulder. Neither will it stop creating lower lows and lower highs. It will just keep creating it like that. But now you can see when it created the lower low, lower high, lower low beyond this place, it's supposed to come here and create a new one, but it didn't. Instead, created equal highs, broke above these guys, and even above this one, created another higher low, broke above this higher high, and now created a new one. Now, this higher high right here, if it comes down here to create a higher low, then I'm going to be buying from it. That's why I have my zones at that spot. So this is the POI that I'm waiting for the market to tap into. And I think I'm going to be buying upon CSP. Now, with that being said, let me go to GBP USD to see if it is going to happen for us today. So the same thing on GBP USD. The same thing on GBP USD. What I need basically is the fact that this market has broken out of this high and this one. So I will need it to just pull back into this region right here where it started buying from. Then set my POI right there, and I'm good to buy depending on the time, because I can do all of this stuff and the time will not be on my side. I wouldn't buy. So all I have to do is set my stop loss below this side, 11 pips, and then I take profit of this region. All I need this market to do for me now is pull back into this region, and then I would buy. Understand that this is simple day trading system, and of course with the PEG system backing it up, we have a huge chance of getting some bread out of the market. But it all depends on the time all of this starts. It all depends on the time all of this starts. It all depends on the time. All right. Cool. So guys, have you traded today? Did you place any trade today? Let me know. Did you place any trade today? Hello KRB, how are you doing? Did you place any trade today? Sold oil, nice. I don't usually check pairs like this. I don't trade them, but I will see if I can. No, we didn't. Okay, yes, boss. XAUSD. How was that trade? Did you hit take profit? Did you hit stop loss? Did you hit break even? How is that trade? I closed at 1 to 1 RR. Not a problem. That's good. No, I haven't placed any trade. Okay, KRB, I'm new. Let us write congratulations in the chat. In fact, not congratulations, but welcome. Let us write welcome in the chat for KRB. He's our new member. Let's see if he can be one of our paid member as well. Welcome on board KRB. Kindly hit the subscribe button and the like button while our members tells you welcome and welcome you officially, because it is not easy to be part of the game. It is not easy to decide to make good money from Forex, because at the end of the day, if you must make money, you must lose money. And you've decided to come make money. So I hope you win. I definitely hope and pray you win, because it is not easy. It is not easy. So for XAUSD, we break above here. The moment we start seeing pullback into the zone, we buy here. That is what I am expecting. Seems like you're totally new. Welcome, man. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's go. Welcome. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, as today's class, it says how to plan phase one. Now, this class might not be so lengthy, because I'm really, really sorry for not having this live stream by 8 a.m. because I've had a lot of things I'm doing. And of course, it is geared towards the PEG system. The PEG system is going to be the best in the game. It's going to be the only system that you need for financial freedom. It is the only system that I am trying my possible best to make sure you need to get your own payout. The only bus stop that you are going to get to, that your payout would be waiting for you. That is my target, to wait for that. So what we are doing totally is working on the website. We're working on the content. We are also still putting out a lot of things. And personally, I have things that I'm posting, and that is, you guys are going to see it soon. Trust me, you guys are going to see it soon. So what exactly is the plan for passing phase one? Now, I basically have three things down for you guys. So I hope you're with your pen and your book. Now, the very first thing you need to understand is, what plan do you put in place for that account size? I'll take that again. The very first thing you need to do in order for you to plan for your phase one is, number one, after purchasing the account, put that account size into consideration. So we're going to look at it as the account size. So write down the account size, because that account size is what we're going to use to calculate everything. Do you understand? That account size is what we're going to use to calculate everything. August 31st, which is in the next 17 days, the PEC system is going to be dropping, and I'm going to be super excited. Every single person who gets the program, we are going to celebrate you big time, because everybody who takes their time, devote their money into something, definitely believe that it is going to pay back. Just like myself, I dropped out of school not by my own will, but by the will of financial instability. I dropped out, and at the same time, I kicked everything aside and I started again. From afresh, I started again. And now I can proudly tell you, it is not easy. It has never been easy, but we kept on moving. And now I'm here talking to people who are being inspired by my story, and also who are looking forward to making something happen for themselves. And of course, I've been there before. I did something that made me come out of that situation. I can definitely do something for you that can make you come out of that situation. But of course, you have to be ready, be fulfilled, and be willing to change your ways. Now, the very first thing you need to consider in passing or planning for your phase one is the account size. Now, why? Because the account size is the determinant of your profit or your loss. Your account size is the determinant of your profit or your loss. Let me get my glass so I don't, I'm kind of finding it difficult to see. Just that this glass is broken. This glass is broken, but let's see if it can work today. Okay, it is trying. Okay, guys, now what we are going to see again is, when we have the account size into mind, the next question we need to ask ourselves is, what are the percentage to passing this account? What is the percentage to passing this account? What are the percentage to pass this account? Now, let me head on to Good Funded Trader website. Let us see it together. Let's see it together. If you're yet to get an account and start trading with PropFirm, then I will really, really encourage you start today. Start today. I have a video I'm going to be putting out for you guys on this Good Funded Trader, thereby explaining to you the instant account. I'm going to be emphasizing on this instant account because this is the easiest way to make profit. The easiest way to make profit. The only problem you're going to have is impatience. Impatience. But then that is going to be a topic for another day. Now let us look at the two-step GOAT account. Let's say we are picking a 25K account. This is just $100. Now that's $95 actually. Now the phase one, which is the profit target phase one, is 8%. Is 8%. Now what I want you to do is I want you to get your calculator. Write down 8% of $25,000 is how much? 25,000 times 0.08 is $2,000. Is $2,000. Now listen. Now you already have in mind, okay, this is the percentage that I'm going to be getting. And in percentage, it is 8%. How much is 8% in dollars for 25K is $2,000. $2,000. I want you to understand that $2,000 is not difficult. Getting $2,000 from a 25K account is not difficult. You need a working plan. And I'm going to give you an idea on how to actually create your own working plan. But every single thing that I do is what I've taught my students, and everything that I've taught them that get them payout is in the PEG system. But this is a snippet, so pay attention. Now, the very first thing you need to consider is the fact that we have $2,000. How many trades can pass me with $2,000? How many trades can get me $2,000? How many trades can get me $2,000? If you have the trades, then you're good to go. If you have the trade, then you're good to go on that side. Now, let's say we are looking at, depending on your risk to reward, but the minimum, let's look at 1 to 2 risks to reward. $2,000, we are using $500. So that's going to be like 4 trades. That's going to be like 4 trades because if you're using 1% times 2, that's $500. 5 times 4 is $2,000. So we're looking at 4 trades. Everything being equal, 4 trades. Everything being equal, 4 trades is enough to pass in that account if the market goes directly in your favor for 4 times. Now, if we are done with that, we need to still look at what are the downside. I don't like just preaching only upside. I'm going to tell you everything that as it is. The downside is very, very important as well as the upside. But the most important side is the downside, because if the downside goes, you can't get the upside. If the downside goes, you can't get the upside. So now, what is the downside? Looking at this market, right? Looking at this this website, you're going to see that the maximum loss is 10%. The maximum loss is 10%. Now, the minimum, the daily loss, which is the maximum daily loss, is 4%. Now, if you have a maximum loss, which is the loss side, which is $2,500, which is 10% of a 25 account, you should know that, okay, if I have 2,500 to my name, they said I should make $2,000 to pass in phase one. What does this mean? It means that I am literally or closely making one-to-one risk to reward. But don't ever go all in. Not on your first trade, not on your second trade, because if you're going all in, you're indirectly telling yourself that I am ready to blow this account. And if you're ready to blow this account, obviously, the market is ready to take the money away from you. The market is ready to take the money away from you. The market is ready to take it fast off your hand. Fast off your hand. So, but what do you do in this situation? What you want to find yourself doing in this situation is you want to minimize your risk so you can get better rewards. Because the goal here is to use that $2,500 that I gave you overall to get $2,000, which is the phase one target. Which is the phase one target. And if you can actually get that phase one target, then you've passed the phase one. You see it. I went all in on Monday and I almost lost my phase two challenge. Please, you shouldn't. Phase two is a very, very important phase in the account, which we're going to be talking about the phase two on the next day, which is tomorrow being Friday. But I want you to understand that at the end of every trading day, you need to journal. This is essential, and that is why we added the MTA trading journal into the PEG system for free, which means if you get the PEG system, you're getting the MTA journal for free, literally. The MTA journal currently is $29, but you're going to be getting that $29 literally for free without paying anything because you're in the PEG system. My goal here is to help you get funded. That is the key. Get funded and receive payouts, even if it is 3 digits, even if it is $200, even if it is $100. See what it feels like to get a payout from all your sufferings and struggle. I like this question from 166. All of this stuff have been detailed in the PEG system. So, but then let me give you an idea. Now, let us say you have 4 trades to make from this type of phase, which is an 8% phase and it's $2,000. Now, you have a 25K account. If you're comfortable, that depends on you. If you're comfortable, you can reach 2%. If you're comfortable, you can reach 1%. If you're comfortable, you can reach 0.5%. Now, but what lot size can you use? Your lot size is highly determinant on your stop loss digit. For instance, you can have a stop loss of 25 pips or 20 pips. If your stop loss is 20 pips, or let's say 25 pips, let's use 25 pips. If your stop loss is 25 pips, and then you want to risk $250. You want to risk $250. What you have to do is just come to the calculator and write 250 divided by 25 pips. You know it's $10 per pip. Automatically, you're going to be using $10 per pip, which basically means that your lot size for that trade having a stop loss of 25 pips will be 10 times 25 is equal to 250. Obviously, if you're risking a 25 pip stop loss, your take profit should be around 50 pips, which means your profit is going to be $500. Do you understand? Which means your profit is going to be $500. So this is how you do it. A check and balance. You have to work within your scope of assimilation, your scope of balance. I promote understanding who you are first before getting a prop firm account, because if you don't know who the type of trader you are, the market will teach you. But of course, it is not at free cost. It will cost you a lot. The market will teach you, but not free. It will cost you a lot. So that is why I'm telling you right here, free of charge. You should know exactly the type of trader you are. The type of trader you are, so you can actually execute and work with that mentality. I'm a day trader, I'm working as a day trader. I'm a swing trader, I'm working as a swing trader. If I'm a day trader, I have to focus on a little risk to reward that can give me TP by the end of the day. If I'm a swing trader, I should focus on big trade that can give me profit. That is what you need to look at, focus on. Do you understand? That is what you need to focus on. We just got our alert, guys, and that alert is on Euro USD. We just got our alert, and that alert is on Euro USD. Now, what we need is this market has already given us the pullback into that zone, which is reasonable enough. Now, all we just need is wait patiently. It has not gotten into our zone just yet. It is close by, but let's patiently wait. We need it to pull into here well enough and give us a good CSP. I'll be entering from there. We need it to give us a good CSP. No CSP, no entry. No executional permit, no entry. Now we've gotten into the region. All we need now is a good CSP closing above it. It could be an engulfing candle. It could be a morning star. It could be anything. But as long as it's a reversal candlestick pattern to the upside, I will execute. So I want you guys to understand that if you're working as a day trader, work as a day trader. If you're working as a swing trader, work as a swing trader. Don't mix both. Because if you mix both, you will be disturbed by your trading decision. Your trading decision will stop making sense to you the minute you start to switch both. If you're a day trader, stick to your day trading system. If you're a scalper, scalp. Nobody's going to beat you. You're the one making your money. You're the one losing your money. Who cares? Do it for you, for yourself. That's what matters the most. Win for yourself. Pay out today. If you decide to give me anything, that's on you. But if you don't decide to give me anything, no problem. I don't care. The goal here is for you to be able to get a payout with my working system. That is my goal. All I need you to do is send me the certificate. That's it. Send me the certificate. Let us celebrate you. Because it is not easy. When I dropped out of school, it was not something that I wanted to do. I do not want to drop out because, bro, I loved it. If you've ever been to university before, you will know what I'm talking about. You will know what I'm talking about. I was just a young kid, though. But at the same time, I was very ambitious. I was very ambitious. What's going on, guys? Sorry for the interruption. I don't know. Sorry for the interruption. I had some disconnection and I don't know what just happened. It just popped out of nowhere. But I think we're back. I think we're back. If you can hear me, drop some fires in the chat. Nothing can stop us, bro. Drop some fires in the chat. Let's get it. Drop that fires on the chat. Drop the fires in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, we've executed for this guy. We're buying this guy Euro USD. I'm buying Euro USD as it stands right now because everything is all good. Everything is all good. Today might be the last trade. This might be the last trade for me this week. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me show you. Everything is already there. Everything is already confirmed. So let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. I'm using 12 pips and then I take profit of this enough. Sending this trade out. If you're in the VIP signal, expect me. If you've gotten in, are you in? If you're in, drop some fires in the chat. If you're in, drop some fires in the chat. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm currently waiting for this trade to hit take profit. That's just it. Because as it stands, I believe it's going to. XAUSD now did not break above. You can see that XAUSD did not break above. XAUSD did not break above. Let me send it now. Let the people know we're now live. We're back live. Just got a few minutes left for this live stream. Okay, guys. So right there, I'm looking at this one to just keep going upwards, and then I'll set my targets here. Take profits hit or target. I'll just put here target, and that's it. And let me just send this chart to the Telegram for the people. In case you're not there, you just want to be there, there's a link in description. Euro USD executed. And then let me send this signal to the Telegram VIP group. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Use risk management is very, very important. Very, very, very important. Okay, with that being said, we're going to focus now back to the chart. Today might be the last trading day for me because Friday, a lot of news happened this week. A lot of news has happened this week. So we just wait for the market to recalibrate. All right. So now, the very first thing, like I've said, is know the capital size you're working with. The second thing is understand the rules, which is the downside. Which is the downside. And what is the downside? The downside basically is your drawdown, your maximum drawdown, and your overall drawdown. Do you understand? Your daily drawdown and your maximum drawdown. Now, once you know that, what are you going to do? Start calculating. I've given a rundown calculation on what you need to do as a snippet, but in the PEG system, it is entirely there, broken down to the T that even a child will understand it. Now, let's see. Once we are looking at a 25K account and then our target is $2,000, it's like one risk to reward. But you don't have to think about it in that way. Instead, the way you need to think about it is in a way of, okay, if I break down $2,000, how many times do I need to execute? If I break down that $2,000, how many trades do I need to take? If I break down that trades that I want to take, what is the risk per trade? If I break down that risk per trade, what is the lot size on that trade? Then if I break down that lot size, what time or what type of trade will I have to execute to use that type of lot size? All of these things broken down in the PEG system. But this is how you can go about it. This is how you can go about it, because when you ask yourself all of these questions, you derive into an answer. This, like I said, it's a plan. So you have to like get all of these questions in there and then ask yourself. Once you get them together, you have one plan. Like this, you have one plan. That's why I say you don't need a strategy, you need a system. A working system is the combination of a strategy, a combination of psychology, and even what they call that stuff, risk management. When you add all of them together, you have a working system. Now, the question is, how will you know that system is working if it is not proven? You need something that is working and is proven. But if you've asked yourself these questions that I just told you right now, then you know that, okay, you are working towards a system. You are working towards a system. The only problem you're going to have is if that system is a good one. Now, let us dive deeper. Let's say you've gotten that account, you've gotten all the questions and it's 4 trades and all those stuffs and everything. Now, the next question you need to ask yourself is, okay, if I lose, I'm supposed to get 4 trades, right? If I lose one of those trades, like let's say I lose the first one, what do I do? Which means you're now in drawdown. What do you do? You're now in drawdown. What do you do? What I usually do in such situation is I just look at it as, okay, I am in drawdown. It's all good. I'm going to focus on coming out of this drawdown. But then there is a secret you don't understand. The trade you're going to be taking when you're in drawdown is going to be totally different. You want to be highly selective. You want to be highly selective. You want to be highly selective because that which took you into drawdown is ready to clear your entire account. That's why you have to be highly selective. Very, very selective, because if you're selective, then what is going to happen? You know the setup to execute, the type of trade to take, that you're going to use the same risk management, but due to the risk to reward, it will add up. Due to the risk to reward, it will add up. That's the kind of thing you want to be doing. Due to the risk to reward, it will add up. And because it will add up, guess what will happen? If you risk 1%, you get 2%. I highly recommend 1 to 2 risks to reward if you're just starting out with prop firm. I highly recommend it. Why? Because it will give you a room to see your beginning and your end, not an imaginary end. You know, there is this euphoria that comes whenever you're winning a trade. Euphoria, I mean, is a feeling of being unstoppable. A feeling of I can still win, I can still hold this trade and it will keep going in my profit. But there is one thing that I do to my students, and that is understand that training yourself to exit is far better and more important than the entry, because you can enter with sniper entry and lose all the profit running on your account to greed. Do you understand? You're going to lose all your profits to greed. And that is not something you want for yourself at all. That is not something you want for yourself at all. Because at the end of every market movement, at the end of everything, you should recognize that my trade would work out if only I have the exit point. Do you understand? You need to understand that exit is more important than even your entry. It is more important than your entry. If you're understanding, drop some W's on the chat, guys. Let me entertain some questions as well. Drop some W's on the chat. We're going to be rounding up by 3 o'clock. Drop some W's on the chat, guys. Are we buying? We are buying Euro USD. We're currently on a trade on Euro USD. Exactly. Pray. If you're in a drawdown, pray. Because at the end of the day, if you don't pray, even your chart and analysis and everything will mess you up. Good day, boss specs. I just bought a 10K pay later account. Congratulations to you. I really appreciate that. That's moving forward. I appreciate that moving forward. I appreciate that big time. The pay later account, I saw a 20% consistency score. Can you enlighten on how to navigate that rule? 20% consistency score. You might want to come watch this video. Explaining that right now is something that would take my time, but this video has already done that explanation for me. This video has done that explanation for me already. Just pay attention to it. If you don't understand it, go over it again. Go over it again. Where is my consistency rule video? I think we're at 3,000 views. Yeah. Come watch this video. Come watch this video. This one that has consistency in the middle. This one that has consistency in the middle. Come watch it. Watch the video and you're good to go. Then this SIA is the pay later challenge on which prop firm? The prop firm we're working with is Goat Funded Trader, one of our most reliable prop firm and the prop firm that I've gotten payouts countlessly from. So they are offering a pay later account. Now, what is a pay later account? This is an account that you can get paying as little as $5 for a $100,000 account. Then when you pass that account, thereby following all the rules reasonably, then you can pay for that account. This time you're paying for an instant account because you have already passed. Now, why are people buying this account? People are buying it because it eliminates the risk of buying the entire account with your entire money and then still failing. But if you can easily use $5, check if you're going to pass. If you pass, then you pay for the account. That's why it's called pay later. And I have a video breaking that down, which you can see directly on here. This video right here. So come here, come and watch this video to understand it better. Then when you watch the video, there's a link in the description right there. You can get an account with the pay later option. I have the link right there. You click on it, you get an account directly from Goat Funded Trader. Then just note that any account you're getting has a 20% consistency rule, which is exactly what he asked me as a question. Now, he asking me this question, you need to now watch this second video to understand it better. You understand how 20% consistency rule works. So here, I break down every rule that you need to know about the pay later account. And then here, you will learn about consistency rule. Then if you think you don't understand fully, I have a video that breaks that down again. Here, this one right here. So basically, my work here is to provide solution to traders who is trying to get funded. And right now, we are about to launch the PEC system. This is the same system that has gotten me payout, the same system that has gotten over 300 students funded and payout. So you do not want to miss out on that. Do you understand? PECs, I'm unable to buy a GFT account with your coupon code 5K. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Let me see. Let me see if we can purchase an account. Let me just see if we can act as if we were to purchase an account and see if the coupon code is going to work out. I hope when you're purchasing an account, you're using the coupon code. Coupon code has a 35% discount right there. And the name of the coupon code is simple. PEX is King. The name of the coupon code is PEX is King for a 35% discount. Let me see if we can actually get an account. Let's see the 5K account. Let's get it. Let me see if that checkout is working. The thing about this is sometimes the coupon code will be executed, while sometimes if you click on the link directly, you're going to be getting the discount. Do you understand? And the link is always in my live stream. Right now, you can click in the link in description. It's going to do the deduction automatically. Sometimes it does like that and sometimes it doesn't. Do you understand? So you just have to impute the coupon code. Now let us see, where is the coupon code section? Okay, look at this. 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 I just saw something now. It says code cannot be applied to this product. Code cannot be applied to this product. Basically, a 5K account doesn't have a code. It cannot go lesser than that. Okay, let's try another account size. Let's say 25K account. Let's say 25K account. Let's try that. Okay, now you can see it right there. Let's see if we put in PEX is King. If we can have that. Where is the checkout? Let's put here PEX is King. If it will work. You can see it here. Code applied successfully. You can see it right there. So that 5K account is obviously small. It is already small enough. That is why they did not allow it there. So you have a 35% off the fee and you make your payment 100 instead of 158. You're making only 102. Do you understand? So let's go without missing out on anything. I see a question here. I've watched them and still watch them again and will still watch them again. Thank you, boss. Looking forward to lock in with you 31st August. 31st August is going to be legendary because I'm going to be doing a live launch for the PEC system, and that is going to be the beginning of a 1,000 funded prop firm traders. That's the goal. 1,000 traders are going to be funded. We have 300, but then we want to start afresh with the PEC system, getting 1,000. I know it's not going to be happening entirely this year, but we're going to start from somewhere. 2027, I'm looking forward to having that happening there. In 2027, 1,000 traders are going to be funded because they got the PEC system, learned it, and followed the program. That is the key. Now, to the last part of planning your phase one, you need to understand that when you have worked with risk management, which is what I highlighted, you need to understand that taking profit is important. Taking profit is important because if you don't take your profit, that is why I keep saying, have a stop loss, have a take profit. Allow the market hit the take profit by itself. Don't open it up because this time you're working with a precise system. So the system says set your stop loss here, you set it. Set your take profit here, you set it. That way you already know, okay, I'm working with the precise system. I cannot go past it. I cannot go past it. I cannot go beyond it. I'm going to work with it. Do you understand? So that is what I'm trying to make you understand. Don't go past a system that has already been proven to try to work with your own. You might get it wrong and twisted. Do you understand? You might get it wrong and twisted. So planning your phase one should be a very, very simple stuff because everything is already there. The rules is already there. Your plan, the only major thing there is you need to actually stick with that risk management. Now, let me revisit if you have a drawdown. Like I said, we have 4 trades in mind. What if we lose one and it remain only 3? Work with risk management. But like I said, you have to be highly selective with your system, with your setup. Highly selective with your setup because you need the best setup. The best setup so you can come out of that drawdown. If we're here in the live stream where we're talking about the passing of the phase one for that 15K challenge, the market condition was very hectic, but we tried our possible best. We passed the phase one. But if you notice, each time I want to place a trade, I'm executing with one particular risk. I'm executing with one particular risk. And every time I want to execute with that risk, I will wait, because I know I am in drawdown. I know I am in drawdown. And being in drawdown is tiring. Because at being in drawdown, you feel like you're not moving forward. You feel like you're not moving forward. And because you feel like you're not moving forward, you feel everything is stagnant. Stagnancy is going to make your brain dull. But one thing I want you to understand is for no reason should you increase your lot size when you're in drawdown. As long as you went into drawdown with risking 1%, you will come out of drawdown risking 1%. If you're understanding, drop some W's in the chat, guys. If you entered a drawdown risking 1%, you will come out risking 1%. That's what I keep recommending. Stick to that percentage that you started with. As long as it is planned from the beginning, stick with it. Because if you're tempted by increasing it, you're going to be cooked. If you're tempted by increasing it, you're most likely going to be cooked. You're most likely going to be cooked. Market condition is not looking so great because momentum is already dying, which in the next 1 hour, 54 minutes, the market is going to close. That is, London session is going to close, and we are obviously trading London session pair. We're obviously trading London session pair. I cannot really check the 4H because right now I am not working with that higher time frame. I'm working on the lower time frame, which is just the 5 minutes time frame. So we're not doing that right here. You might want to open your trading view and check the 4-hour time frame yourself. So, but right now you need to understand that planning your phase one is all about preparing your brain for what is to come in the future. If you pass your phase one with the same system, there's a huge chance you're going to pass your phase two. And I want you to understand that phase two, in as much as it is lesser in target, it is much more difficult because you're no longer dealing with the market. You're dealing with yourself. You're dealing with yourself. You're dealing with yourself. Tomorrow is Friday, and I'm going to be touching and talking about the phase two, which is planning phase two, both technically, psychologically, and numerically. That is financially in terms of how much we are dealing with. So I want you guys to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notification, and of course, like this video so it can be shared to as many people as possible. If you've not joined the waitlist for the PEG system, then I'll really tell you guys you're missing a lot because right now, the PEG system is at $149. But if you join the waitlist, you're going to be getting it for a little price, which is $27, which if you're working with USD, that is what it's going to be like. But if you're working with Naira, it's going to be 127,000 Naira as being in the wait list. So all I'm trying to tell you right now is everything you can see here is being documented. The program, you can see the day trading strategy I'm working with. You can also even see that we are focused on the psychological part of it because without psychology, you're wasting your time. The waitlist is currently below. So click on the waitlist and join the waitlist. Join the waitlist. Everybody who has joined the waitlist, I hope you're now in the WhatsApp group. Yesterday, we created a WhatsApp group and we sent this email to everybody on there. And today, we're going to be sending it again. I'll personally do the send out so you guys can join the WhatsApp group. Tomorrow, I'm going to be giving an orientation in the WhatsApp group. So please and please stay tuned for that. Tell your friend to tell a friend so he can join the WhatsApp group, because we are going to be having a live session tomorrow in the WhatsApp group. So I'm going to be sending out a Zoom link tomorrow for more info. Do you understand? So if you want to be in the waitlist, the link is in description. If you want to be in the VIP signal for August, the link is in description. And most especially, if you've not started your PropFirm journey, then you're missing out on that, because PropFirm is the only way you can get $100,000 for as little as less than $400 with Good Funded Trader. Start that PropFirm journey today and get as many payouts as possible, because if you don't get a payout, what is the proof that you've been suffering in this forex market but nothing to show for it? There's no proof that you're going to even make it. There is a hope that PropFirm comes with. Let me explain. There's a hope that PropFirm comes with. Let me tell you something. If you have a PropFirm account right now, you're far better than somebody that has a demo account. Even if people are looking at it as his demo, but your own is a progressive demo. The person's own is a stagnant demo. Am I communicating? Yours is a progressive demo, is a financed demo, to be more precise, a financed demo, which means that even if it is demo currently, once you pass all the targets, you're going to get paid for trading a demo account. But somebody who just opened the demo account, you definitely will never get paid, because at any point in time, if you like make 200 billion naira, you are not getting paid. Rara, nothing for you. But if you're trading a demo in a prop firm, a reputable prop firm such as Good Funded Trader, then be rest assured that if you pass phase 1, pass phase 2, and get a payout, they are going to pay you out. They are going to definitely pay you out. I don't need to show you guys again, but for the new people who are going to watch this video again, this is me telling you that if you understand what you're doing in this market called Forex, this is not mine, but this one right here is for my boy. As you can see here, is Charles. If you can understand what this market is doing, you're going to get paid. This is me telling you, you're going to get paid. You're definitely going to get paid. Look at the amount. You're definitely going to get paid. This is a $1,000. This one, $2,000. You're going to get paid definitely. Definitely. This is me telling you, you're going to get paid definitely. So put your mind down, get started with your PropFirm journey, because once you have a PropFirm account and you're keeping the rules and you're working with a good system, trust me, when you pass, there is always a light in the tunnel, or at the end of the tunnel. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. But when you're trading the demo account, no, nothing for you. For every student of ours that gets funded, the moment you're getting funded, you are definitely going to be celebrated, which means you're going to be live here with me, answering some few questions from myself and from the audience on how you've tried to pass it all along, but it is difficult. But then you got the PEG system and it changed things and all those stuffs. You're going to tell us how you felt about the program. So please and please join the waitlist in the description. One big family. I'll see you guys tomorrow, being Friday, and we're going to be talking about planning phase 2. Join the Telegram community, because that is where more updates are coming. Peace out, guys. Peace and love. And of course, something big is coming. I told you guys that we have 4 things we're going to be dropping this August. The first one is the August VIP signal. The second one is the payout. I told you guys that the payout has dropped. The August VIP signal has dropped. But the third one is something big is coming. That's something big that is coming. I said it. Watch out for it. And then the last one is August 31st, the PEC system official launch. Damn, it's going to be mind-blowing, isn't it? I hope to see 1,000 of you. I hope to see 100 of you. I hope to see as many people as possible, because I want us to win and win big. Let's go. Peace out, guys. Subscribe.